from Hardesty Regional Library and now from the Jenks Library as well. I'm here for another Book Talk Tuesday, and this week we're continuing our celebration of Pride Month with some LGBTQ romance. So first, I have a unique read that's a science fiction love story, and it was released last summer, called This Is How You Lose the Time War by Amal El Matar and Max Gladstone. Two female time-traveling agents, Red and Blue, are from warring futures: the Agency, a world of technology and logic, and the Garden, an organic community. They have spent years sabotaging each other's missions. Working their way through the past, they begin to exchange letters and soon fall in love. This enemies to lovers romance is moving and romantic, with intricate plotting and lyrical and stylistically complex writing. If you enjoy sci-fi or love stories, you're sure to find something that you like here. Next is White Houses by Amy Bloom, a historical fiction based on the romance between First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt and reporter Lorena Hickok. Told from Hick's observant and witty perspective, White Houses chronicles their hidden in plain sight affair, from their meeting when Hick covers the White House as a reporter to her moving into the White House and giving up her journalistic career. She relates the complexities of the Roosevelts and their struggles and passions through reflections of memory as well as her own brutal youth. Amy Bloom is a skilled writer and crafts not only a compelling love story, but highlights social issues like the outrage over cruel treatment of gays and lesbians, the gender double standard, and the class divide that we're still dealing with today. If you're wanting something a little bit more lighthearted, then I highly recommend Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. The first son of the United States and the Prince of Wales have been frenemies for years after the first son, Alex, feels snubbed by the uptight Prince Henry. After a near international incident at a royal wedding, Alex and Henry have to play nice for a publicity tour and smooth things over. Equal parts sweet and steamy, Alex and Henry make an adorable couple. Their humorous banter is told through texts and emails, as well as the regular dialogue throughout the story, that will make you laugh out loud and cheer for their blooming relationship. There are some hints that there may be a sequel coming as well, so keep track of that. So whether you read young adult fiction or not, if you enjoy LGBTQ romance, then you need to check out the plethora of great reads in that genre. I'm going to highlight a few of my favorites, and both of them are boy meets boy, but there are so many other options that I really encourage you to check them out. So the first one I have is Autoboyography by Christina Lauren. So you may recognize the familiar pen name of the author duo Christina Hobbs and Lauren Billings from their long list of adult rom-coms that are also very enjoyable. This is one of their few young adult novels, and this one features Tanner Scott, a high school student who's a senior, and he's hidden his bisexuality since his family moved to Utah. Now, he's out to his family, who's very loving and supportive, but his parents are worried of how he might be treated at school if other people knew. Tanner is a writer, and he joins a prestigious writing seminar where he meets Sebastian, a devout Mormon who is mentoring other students in the class because of a book that he is about to publish that came about through participating in the seminar the previous year. So Tanner falls hard and fast for Sebastian, and as the two spend more time together, he discovers his feelings are reciprocated. But Sebastian's strict religious beliefs and upbringing really offer no compromises on homosexual love, which makes their growing relationship fraught with complications. Bittersweet but hopeful, and compassionately tackling the intricacies of sexuality and organized religion, Autobiography will effortlessly steal your heart. So my last book is the first in a series by Mackenzie Lee, and it's called The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue. Henry Montague is the son of a lord, and as such, his behavior is entirely inappropriate. A lover of vice and hedonism, Monty prefers to spend his time drinking, acceptable, and trysting with both girls and boys, decidedly unacceptable. But Monty's true love is his best friend Percy, who is an orphan who's the product of an English lord and a woman from Barbados. The two set out on their grand tour of the continent, but several miscommunications, one terribly, terribly tragic party, and petty thievery find Monty and Percy on the run across Europe with Monty's practical and science-inclined sister, Felicity, in tow. This tongue-in-cheek and wildly entertaining adventure is rounded out with a handful of pirates and a touch of alchemy. Mackenzie Lee includes some great historic detail on society, politics, and the reality of same-sex relationships in the 18th century, as well as a few delightful anachronisms. Although this one is my favorite in the series so far, I did really enjoy the sequel, which features Felicity as the main character, and the third book comes out this December. So that is all I have for you today. If you have a favorite LGBTQ romance that I did not share today, then please share it in the comments. All right, I will see you all next week for Book Talk Tuesdays. Have a good night.